Long ago, under the vast and silent Egyptian sky, ancient hands raised monuments of stone that would challenge time itself. The Great Pyramids on the Giza Plateau stand as a testament to a civilization's power, faith, profound mystery. The three largest pyramids, Khufu, Khafre, Menkaure, have captured the human imagination for millennia. We study them with immense care, measuring their angles and cataloging their stones, yet their deepest secrets remain elusive. One of the most captivating ideas to emerge from this study is that the pyramids may be a direct reflection of the stars above. This concept proposes a deliberate link between the earthly tombs of kings and the celestial patterns that dominated the ancient night. The question is as simple as it is profound. Did the architects of Giza look to the heavens for their master plan? When one gazes upon Orion, the constellation's three bright stars form a striking, slightly offset line. On the ground below, the three Giza pyramids form a similar layout. The specific idea that the Giza pyramids are a map of the stars is known as the Orion correlation theory. I first proposed this concept in the late 1980s, suggesting a direct and intentional relationship between the layout of the three main pyramids at Giza and the three stars of Orion's belt. The theory posits that the ancient architects deliberately designed the pyramid field to be a mirror image of this prominent asterism. The relative positions and even the relative brightness of the stars, I argued, correspond to the locations and sizes of the pyramids. Khufu, Khafre, Menkaure. This was not a random placement, but a carefully orchestrated celestial plan. The core of the theory extends beyond the simple placement of the three pyramids. The Nile River, the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, was seen as the terrestrial counterpart to the Milky Way galaxy. In this grand cosmic map, the Giza Pyramid Complex sits on the west bank of the Nile, just as the constellation of Orion sits beside the celestial river of the Milky Way in the sky. It presents a vision of the entire Giza-Nile landscape as a unified sacred geography. This makes the pyramids part of a much larger symbolic project that sanctified the very land of Egypt. The evidence for this correlation is primarily visual and symbolic. The striking similarity between the pattern of the pyramids and the pattern of the stars is the starting point. The southernmost and smallest pyramid, that of Menkaure, is slightly offset from the diagonal line formed by the two larger pyramids of Khufu and Khafre. This precisely mirrors the celestial arrangement. The constellation we call Orion was particularly significant to them. They associated it with Osiris. Osiris was the god of the afterlife, god of resurrection, god of rebirth. He was the divine judge of the dead and the ruler of the underworld, which the Egyptians saw as a celestial realm. The connection between the pharaoh and Osiris was fundamental to their beliefs. Upon death, the pharaoh was believed to undergo a transformation, merging with Osiris to become a star in the heavens. The pyramid texts, some of the oldest religious writings in the world, are filled with incantations designed to help the deceased king ascend to the sky and join the imperishable stars. These texts explicitly describe the king's spirit traveling to the constellation of Orion. It is therefore entirely logical to think that the pharaoh's tomb, the very launching point for this cosmic journey, would be designed to reflect his celestial destination. The pyramids, in this light, become more than just monuments. They are resurrection machines aligned with the stars to facilitate the king's final transformation. It just feels right. While the Orion correlation theory resonates with many, it is not widely accepted by the mainstream archaeological and Egyptological communities. Most experts view the placement through a practical lens and a geological lens. They say Giza's layout follows local topography. Builders needed a solid, flat limestone bedrock, a memnon. Only certain spots had that bedrock, so the three pyramids sit there. Archaeologists point to on-the-ground evidence of a state-run construction. Excavations of the workers' village reveal housing and daily life. Excavations of cemeteries document the workforce. Finds show how laborers were housed, how they were fed, and how they were organized. The Diary of Merer and other papyri were discovered. Those texts record work teams. They record supply logistics. They record transport of Tura limestone across the Nile. The documents focus on quarrying stone. managing rations, meeting construction deadlines. The plans are about engineering and resource management, not star charts. Rigorous measurement shows the pyramid star match is imperfect. To force a match, you must flip the sky map upside down. In the end, the debate over the Giza pyramids and Orion's belt leaves us standing between two compelling narratives. On one side, we have the Orion correlation theory, a poetic, spiritually resonant idea that connects the tombs of earthly kings to a celestial destiny. It offers a grand, unified vision matching the scale and majesty of the pyramids. It speaks to our desire to find deeper meaning and a lost sacred wisdom in relics of the past. This story, rooted in myth and symbolic interpretation, gives a powerful why, linking the pharaoh's journey to the cycles of the cosmos. On the other side stands the mainstream archaeological view grounded in physical evidence, textual analysis, practical considerations. This perspective highlights the builder's skill in engineering logistics, resource management. It cautions us against seeing patterns where none were intended. Perhaps the truest answer needn't choose one side exclusively.